Next, on a special edition of Nonstop Scene, I take you inside Miami Beach International Fashion Week for 2011. What's it take to walk on the runway? I'm with the models as some are chosen and others are sent home. Meet some of South Florida's hottest designers and check out their looks. Is one right for you? I've also got runway hair and makeup secrets you can use every day. Plus, here we grow again, exclusive details on the future of Fashion Week. Hey there everyone, I'm Jose Suarez and this is a special edition of Nonstop Scene celebrating the 2011 Miami Beach International Fashion Week. Miami Beach International Fashion Week is celebrating birthday number 13, and with it, they're returning here home to South Beach. They took over and transformed the Miami Beach Convention Center into a gallery of high fashion and couture. I caught up with show organizer Beth Sobel to find out how this show differs from all the others.
There's so much wonderful energy here in Miami Beach. It's a perfect location for this event. The designers love it. Everyone from around the world that comes here loves it. The press. It's a great venue.
It's back and better than ever on the beach.
It was huge for us. We have just absolutely outgrown every venue there was. And we were able to go into the Miami Beach Convention Center this year, and which allowed us to expand and grow the event even further.
9 shows over 4 days, Miami Beach International Fashion Week offers a unique opportunity for established and emerging designers. Beth says it's her mission to help these very talented individuals.
I think my favorite part of the fashion industry in general is identifying and locating these new talented designers around the world.
The show started in 1999 as a way to showcase international designers from South America, but has evolved to become a place for local designers to shine.
We love to promote the fashion industry here in Miami as well. We've got some great talent. There are young designers, there are small designers. We have a couple that are doing very, very well, and we showcase them. We bring the world's international press here to Miami Beach for this event. And it's very important to help build their careers and launch their collections into the international markets.
And now the event provides an even bigger stage for younger designers thanks to the far-reaching student competition.
We started the student designer competitions about 4 years ago. 2012 will be our 5th year with it. And it gives the talented students around the world, the opportunity to compete. This year we had our winners were from Turkey, the Middle East, all over, Korea, Malaysia, as well as the U.S.
All this combines for an amazing week of one-of-a-kind fashion, creativity, and drama.
Once we have, opening night, it's just a wonderful feeling to have all the designers, from around the world come here, hit the stage, all the press is there. They're excited, we're excited, and it's a great promotional avenue for them.
I've got more with Beth later in the show. Find out how Fashion Week will be expanding and growing, and what that might mean to you. Up first, you can't have a big fashion show without a bunch of models, right? Well, I had an exclusive behind-the-scenes all-access pass to show you the casting process like no one else can. Before you can get here, you're gonna need hours of this, and well, even some of this. After the looks themselves, this could be one of the most important parts of the whole thing. Meet casting director John Martinez.
Our eyes so trained that we know exactly who we're gonna like. And you can look at 20, 30 girls in a row, but the right girl comes along and it's almost like you just wake up.
The number one sticking point for this show? All the designers must share models. Today, they're casting for the evening wear show.
Most of the time, it should be one measurement only, which is 34, 24, 34. That's as a classic measurement. But today we have enough, because some of my collection is 16th century, so I like that voluptuous characteristic on a female figures.
Well, basically there's a pattern we look for as designers for the models to be tall, stylish, elegant, sophisticated, etc. But I also try to bring out each model's nationality and a sense of their culture.
Creatively, we have less choices because obviously there's less room and time for us to be creative, but also at the same time, this is a new format for new designers, this is a new platform for them to be seen and heard, so obviously we work as a team and we get it done.
The casting process can be just as time-consuming for the models themselves.
There's a casting at 11 and a casting also at 2. So this was just a 2 o'clock casting. And then once you get cast, we're going to be here for another probably at least 3 hours fitting.
Believe it or not, hundreds of eager models can show up to these castings.
You were here hoping to be one of the models cast for the Fashion Week shows, but you have a day job.
Yes, I do. I am a model, but I'm also a nurse at Miami Children's Hospital.
After signing in, models meet with each of the designers. Test shots are taken. All the while, John continues scanning the room for the models with the right energy and attitude for the shows.
She doesn't really need to be made up, flowers or anything like that. You just see the height, obviously. You see that she walks well and you see she's got presence, and that's 90% of the job.
They are now one step closer to the announcement of the shortlist.
Hey, it's a pretty grueling process here at the Miami Beach Convention Center. All these ladies behind me here are hoping for an opportunity to walk in one of the many runway shows here at Miami Beach International Fashion Week. Let's peek inside this door right now. There's actually a panel going on with some of the finalists right now that are actually going to be chosen to walk in one of the many shows.
This walk could be the make it or break it moment for these Fashion Week hopefuls.
It's a little bit nerve-wracking, to be honest with you. It's kind of like the best of the best, and it's narrowed down to who the designer wants, what look they're looking for, and it can be a little nerve-wracking, so kind of wait for my number. But, I'm excited.
76,
oh God.
66, 65, 21, 31, 51, 20, 16, and 15.
So what does that mean?
Okay?
That means I'm passed.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great.
Our nurse and aspiring model, not so lucky.
Things didn't go the way you had hoped.
This is true, which is the case many times in this industry. You have to just take what you can get. You win some, you lose some, but you never know. And it was a lot of fun.
Now time for the fittings. Designers alter the dresses to make sure their creations look and fit the best. Some designers even taking extreme measures to ensure these designs pop on the runway. From the fitting to a photo, a picture is taken of the model in each look. They will then construct a customized board with their looks and order number.
These are the model boards, and then that's how you can see what the girl is wearing, description. And as I say, that's why it takes an army for 15 minutes of fame.
John tells me he loves the process, and best of all,
fashion is fun. Fashion is about change. Fashion is about the moment. You gotta live the moment.
Coming up on Nonstop Scene, meet some of Miami's most promising designers. Viviana, Julian, Sammy, I've got them all here. Plus, secrets to that perfect runway look, day or night. I check in with our experts to get you exactly what you need. Don't forget, the conversation is nonstop. Do you have a favorite South Florida designer or boutique? Tweet us and tell us. @Miami Nonstop is our Twitter handle, or hit us up on Facebook. Just search Miami Nonstop. You could even end up on a future episode of Nonstop Scene Miami. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
It caters to all kinds of women, and women from ages 16 to 60 pretty much can wear any of my designs.
She is very excited about showing off her swimwear line here at Miami Beach International Fashion Week for the first time. Now, it can be very stressful as the models glide down the runway with your designs. But all you need is a little confidence, and that's exactly what designer Viviana G hopes to inspire with her line, Petit Pois.
Learned how to sew when I was 14. I start with colors and prints. This particular collection was inspired between two cultures, the American and the French. Taking the sport, casual way of living of the American girl and fusing it together with that French girl, which is very chic, classic, girly twist. We started here with showing our more sporty looks, very urban French girl. We are very Latin flavor, but we are also very European, and we have our Miami, our locals, and the mix here is so great. This dress, we designed it in a different way for the Lincoln Road. Everything is very floaty. Everything moves as they walk. The hardest part of a show is the preparation. It's a lot, and then it takes just 10 minutes to go by. So much work for 10 minutes, but that's what it is. Fashion change in so many different ways that allows you to, love each one of the collections. After 10 years with Petit Pois, it's a pleasure to be involved and doing different things every year. This is my trench coat made out of mesh, and a lot of people don't even believe this is mesh. You take this piece and you can put it over anything. The success has been, better than I expected, because you never know. You all the time are afraid and you're taking risk, but I think the risk that I take right now is paying off. We own our own facility, our own factory. Everything is made in USA. The collection is selling across the country, around 1,200 stores. The lace is part of mixing with the mesh. Of course, we are giving it that sexy twist, sheerness that is very much in fashion.
Later, I chat with Julian Chang about the line he's showing off. Where does he get his inspiration, and where can you get his fashion? Details are just a few minutes away. First up, hours are spent making sure the models look flawless. Attention is paid to every angle, from top, even the bottom. Makeup artists are on hand to help. So what are some quick and easy techniques you could take advantage of to get that supermodel strut when you're walking into dinner or a club? Our own makeup artist, Eileen Quintana, has a few suggestions.
Hi everybody, my name is Eileen and I'm a celebrity makeup artist. Today's look is inspired by Julian Chang's 2011 Fall and Winter collection. This look is a very soft, smoky eye. We're gonna use a medium blending brush. It's gonna require a gray eyeshadow. This one in particular is Gunmetal by Motives. We're gonna go ahead and tap on the pigment on the center of the eye, and we're gonna slowly work it to each outer corner. We're gonna grab a smaller blending brush. Up next on the colors, we're gonna have a matte black. To create this soft, smoky look, we're gonna go ahead and place a small V shape on the outside corner of the eye. Instead of your regular eyeliner, we're gonna use a soft shadow eyeliner. And we're gonna use that with a small angle brush. We're gonna gently tap it in one direction from the outside and just pass it straight on the lash line. Place a little bit shadow right at the waterline. And lastly, we want to finish our eyes, of course, with mascara. Load the mascara wand. Rich, dark, black mascara will work best for this look. And that completes our smoky eye look. What's smoky eyes without really nice contouring cheeks? We're gonna go up with a really nice warm blush tone. This one's Runway by Motives. Start from the apple of the cheeks, and we're gonna go straight into the temple. This will definitely define a little bit more the face, and then it would give her a nice glowy look. Lastly, lipstick. We definitely wanna use a warm neutral tone. Because we have really heavy tones on the eyes, we don't wanna overpower the face. We're gonna use Pink Sand by Motives. Now there's a special technique about applying lips. We definitely always wanna start from the bottom lip and work our way to the top. And by blotting, we'll transfer some of the pigments to the top lip, and it'll create definitely a softer look. And that completes our look for today. Inspired by Julian Chang's 2011 Fall and Winter collection, doesn't our model look amazing? I know she does. So I want to see all of you at home find your super inner model. Tweet me your after pictures at Makeup by Eileen. And for Nonstop Scene Miami, I'm Eileen, and thank you for coming to my mini makeup lesson.
Coming up, we're helping you get the perfect runway hair without needing a wind machine, plus Julian Chang and Sammy Gieterman. Hey, don't forget the conversation is nonstop on Twitter and Facebook. Hit us up, send us a tweet, find us on Facebook, and let us know if you have a favorite boutique or fashion designer here in South Florida. Here's the information you need to know. Our Twitter handle at Miami Nonstop, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Miami Nonstop. We might even invite you to be part of the show. Our next designer tells me that style is not about brands or labels. Instead, you need to look inside of yourself. Add a little Miami and a pinch of glamour, and you have the designs of Julian Chang.
I've been a designer about 16 years. My background, I'm Peruvian Chinese. My collections are always inspired on a way with the fact that I live here in Miami, Florida, so it's always very sexy. I just love the fact that, you have such a bright color against the black and white, and you can look, very sophisticated at the same time. I love the stretch materials. I think everybody wants to be comfortable. I like to use bright colors, especially on the summer. I use a lot of pink and reds, hot, sexy colors. My creative mind is always working, either a new top, a new dress, or a new detail, a new way to create textures. The styling changes, but the DNA of the collection is still the same. It's a very sophisticated, sexy collection. When you release a collection, you're nervous, you are very anxious to know how people respond to it. So, you have the sense of, okay, did I do a good job? Did I spend enough time and money on this collection? The most popular collection is always the last one. But at the same time, when you are creating a new one, it has to be better than the last one. You always have to move forward. I tried to create a story. Many people didn't get it. Some people got it. What I was trying to do was, you see, he's actually wearing an outline of a vest that's going to be produced at the end of the show. I learned from the last collection, and then whatever worked, try to make it better, and whatever didn't work, I tried to make less of it. You always have to look fresh. You will be selling to the same people in many cases, so you always want to look fresh and want to look new and different, and keep integrity on your designs of who you are as a designer. This kind of dresses kind of like brings everything together. It's sexy, it's avant-garde, but at the same time has a very classic, basic lines, but in a very different material, which is the black jersey with embossed gold coins. One of the things I learned the most is that you can do anything that you want. You can create your own paradise, and you are able to do anything that you want. And through my career, I see a lot of difficult times, difficult moments where they're challenging, but I think challenges just makes you better.
Later,
I take something from the burlesque style, highlighting the Charleston look, and make a new look for our days.
the amazing couture of Sammy Gieterman. Hear more from the Venezuelan-born designer, how he is elevating elegance. Antonio, it's almost showtime. How are you feeling?
Oh my God, I'm freaking out, guys. But it's gonna be beautiful. I think all the models, they look fantastic. We were very lucky to have those models. Don't forget that we're working with the Moroccan oil products. We're trying to create a lot of glam in Miami. You know, even if it's lingerie, even if it's bathing suit. I think it was great that we create those type of hairdos that they bring in the women back in the days, 1940s, 1950s, very Hollywood. And nothing better than doing here in Miami. You know, I think Miami was becoming a bit like too lazy in the fact like women, they're already hot, so they did not want to do the hair too much. So I tried to change all that. With our line of Moroccan oil, we want women to be even hotter. We want women to add more into their hair. And I thought that we really accomplished that. What do you think?
Do you feel hot?
Yeah, I feel good.
How not to, pretty much.
And is it easy for someone at home to try to do one of these looks?
It is. I find that the beautiful thing about those looks that is really you need to just have the patience, 20 minutes, use the right product of Moroccan oil treatment, hydrating cream, and it's in 20 minutes you can accomplish that with a curling iron. The thing is that you always have to have healthy looking hair, and that's the most important. That's why we have to use Moroccan oil, because it will completely transform the texture of your hair, and it will make it to be healthier, and even for you, or for me.
Okay. Coming up, decadent design, Sammy style, plus how Fashion Week is growing beyond this 1 week of high style and couture. Hey, don't forget the conversation is nonstop. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook. Here's the information you need to know. Our Twitter handle is @MiamiNonstop, and on Facebook, we're facebook.com/MiamiNonstop. Let us know if you have a favorite boutique or South Florida hotspot that we should feature on a show. And hey, you never know, we might even invite you to be a guest. Our final designer looked to the 1920s to add some drama and flair to his line. It's time to hit the runway with Sammy Giecherman.
My name is Sammy Giecherman. My new collection name is En la estación del tren, in the train station. This collection is gonna be for the woman, sexy woman, the woman that work every day, have the touch of elegance, and also is very simple. I make this dress with silk gazar and Armani lace. The skirt was working petal by petal and tie-dye with a different color of beige to the brown. My new collection was inspired in 1920s. I take some things from the burlesque style, highlighting the Charleston look and make a new look for our days. The Sammy Giecherman look always has something theatrical and also modern style. This one is a very cocktail dress made by 4 different lace. All of this lace was white. I tie with pigment, different blues, dark blues, turquoise, and shiny things. You can see in one dress or in entire collection, you can see the mix of the color, the mix of the texture, and different way to wear the same piece. This dress has a lot of handwork. This is a combination of one sequence top and Georgette purple skirt. Also have fake French stola. My most recognized line is the wedding dress, and I love a help woman to make her own dream come true.
You've seen some amazing designs today on the show. The good thing is that you're not going to have to wait till next year to get your fashion fix. That's because show organizers have big plans. Here's more of my conversation with Beth Sobel and Aaron Perry.
Everyone was thrilled. This year's event was a victory not only for Miami Beach International Fashion Week, but for the city of Miami Beach as well. The economic impact was approximately $10 million to our local economy.
We are creating additional events throughout the year. We're adding the Miami Beach International Bridal and Wedding Show, which will be in November. It'll be at the Eden Rock Hotel. And this is going to be something very similar to Fashion Week, but geared towards the bridal industry. All of the designers we work with have a bridal collection as well.
We're also planning on launching a trade show component to Miami Beach International Fashion Week. Beth has done a great job over the last 13 years building a tremendous amount of brand equity in the Miami Beach International Fashion Week name. Our plan now is to just take it to the next level.
The conversation is non-stop. Do you have a favorite South Florida designer or boutique? We got to hear from you folks. Tweet us and tell us right now. Our handle is @MiamiNonstop. You can also hit us up on our Facebook page. Just go ahead and search Miami Nonstop. And don't forget, we could invite you to be on a future episode of Nonstop Scene Miami. Well, that does it for this edition of Nonstop Scene Miami, celebrating the 2011 Miami Beach International Fashion Week. Don't forget, if you want to learn more, you can log on to MiamiFashionWeek.com. I'm Jose Suarez. Don't forget to soak up the fun and the sun and live Miami. See you next time.